Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. We had a pretty big power cut going through the street a minute ago, so apologies for that. Very annoying stuff coming through there. Pretty unprofessional as pretty unprofessional indeed. Mid through my BTC.D, very annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna get straight back into it. So apologies for that. Apologies if you did get cut off. I'm as annoyed as you. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, apologies for that. So let me just get straight back into BTC, and then I'm gonna be doing my altcoins of the day as well. So yes, BTC. I'm just gonna basically do a summary for people that are tuning in, that are going to be watching this video straight away from the start again. So I'm just going to start off with BTC on the shorter term time frames yet again. Very annoying stuff, I know, but let me just get on with it, right? So yeah, as you can see here, we did have an insane dump to the downside and then consolidation along that zone. A lot of people did think that we were going to be coming down lower, but unfortunately, no, we did not. We didn't break this level of support, sat around this 29,300 sort of mark. We came down, we tested, but no, we didn't quite get there. We do have this broadening wedge coming through here. If I get rid of this for now, get rid of that for now, get rid of that for now, get rid of that for now, we do have a broadening wedge pattern coming down here. So the target for that is going to be the top side of this 200 EMA there, and that's going to be around that 31,515 there. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if we can get up there. But as I was saying previously on the stream a minute ago, I do think that we are going to see heavy resistance coming through at this 31,100 sort of mark there. We've got a nice horizontal level of resistance coming through there, and also we do have the downward sloping resistance line coming through from that from the falling wedge pattern, and also the parallel channel we got coming through here as well there. So it's quite a messy chart. Shout out to Music for M first. Gamer God is also trying to be first as well, so shout out to you as well for coming back. Joe Hart, Donkey Platts, Gamer God as well, Naveed, Donna, Nikki, thank you ever so much for coming through. Again, obviously I know I had a power cut a minute ago, pretty annoying stuff. Now, as I was elaborating earlier on the stream a minute ago, I do think this is a bull trap. I do think we are going to come down and we're going to consolidate along this zone before dumping back down. The reasoning for this is let's think like a whale for a second, right? Let's think like a whale. We've been trending down for a while. We've been trending down for a while in this downtrend on the shorter term time frame. We dumped significantly and it flipped a lot of people bearish. I'm talking a lot of people bearish. A lot of people would have like jumped onto the FUD here and would have shorted at this zone, right? They would have shorted at this zone, and then the whales, they're like, you know what? Let's hold them on. Let's hold them on for a bit, consolidate along this zone, and then let's just liquidate all of them. Let's just liquidate all of them at all these trend lines coming through here. So that's why I do think it's going to be another reason that we are going to come up to this 31,100 sort of zone there, because that's going to be another perfect stop loss point for people who actually got in short around these sort of zones here. For more of the bigger term time frames, right? So yeah, at this point in time, I do think this is a bull trap, and I do see us actually curling over. And if you are a whale, right, what's the best thing to do is to liquidate as many people as possible to accumulate as much money as possible, right? So that's what I would be doing if I was a whale. I know it's pretty horrible indeed, but that's what they do, right? So manipulation at its finest, in my opinion, right? So yeah, this is definitely something to take into consideration here, guys. If we do come down, we do have the 55 moving averages as well. The 55 EMA, I think that is, yeah, the 55 EMA coming through here at around this 30,435, and that's why I do think we are going to basically sit along this zone, sit in this trap zone from this previous falling wedge, and then potentially dump down from there. Right now, if we bring up the MACD just to summarize that in terms of what's happening here on the 1 hourly time frame, we are seeing this uptrend actually fizzle out. We are currently coming to this diverging point on the MACD. We're no longer converging. Converging happens when this trend is actually continuing up, but no, we're actually diverging now, and these lines are actually going to be moving closer together, right? So it's going to be interesting to see where this candle closes in 14 minutes and 50 seconds time. It's going to be interesting to see whether this candle closes, whether we are going to be diverging, basically having this trend come to an end, or converging and having this trend continue to the top side. I mean, to be honest with you, I do think we are going to have that continuation, and we are going to see a nice touch of this zone before, not imminent rejection, but imminent consolidation to the downside, right? That would sort of be the most logical thing to come through here. Seem all YouTube channels agree there is manipulation, so blame whales. Some blame market makers. Others say it's the exchanges themselves. I think, to be honest, Ken, it's just a bit all up in the air with Bitcoin at the moment. It's just a bit crazy. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of, well, let's reference the fear and greed, right? Look at that. It's just awful. It's such a scarce time to be trading Bitcoin, and the reasoning is for this. Look at the validity. How volatile is this? It's just ridiculous, bro. It's just clear manipulation coming through here. It's just clear ridiculous, right? It's just clear ridiculous stuff coming through there. So yeah, in terms of that was pretty much the short-term cover. Let me jump to the RSI coming through here on the shorter-term time frames. Look, we're near enough overbought coming through here. So we need to take into account, guys, if we are overbought, we're going to be looking at that swift rejection coming down. The swift rejection coming down could happen from a consolidation zone along Bitcoin, and that's what I was saying here coming through in the next day or so before. I do think we are going to come down and dump down further, right? Because we're not actually challenging these lower highs. We're not invalidating any lower highs coming through for Bitcoin. So I do think we are going to see, sorry if you can hear stuff outside. I have to have my windows open because my office is about 40 degrees right now. It's awful. Our English houses are not built for this weather, right? It's very hot in England, right? So yeah, as you can see, I do think a consolidation zone is needed along this zone just to bring the RSI back down to the central level. And then we can see some sort of gauge to where we're going to go from there. It's going to be very interesting to see what basically happens, right? We'll just take it on the chin and basically just watch that, right? We're going to be watching that zone. Now, in terms of downtrends coming through on the 1 hour coming through in terms of this cycle, right? You can see heavy points of support being continuously made, right? In terms of this cycle, that's pretty wrong. In terms of this cycle, right? Heavy points of support actually being made. So we do need to take into consideration this for the future, just in case we do have a downtrend coming through here. It's going to be pretty small, right? It's going to be pretty small. We can see the resistance, the support being played out along this line here. So yeah, but we do have a lot of space to actually come down in terms of if we're coming down from the top side of this uptrend, we've got a lot of space coming down. Now, referencing an example of that would be going to the MACD here on the midterm here for Bitcoin. And as you can see here, yesterday on this cycle that we had coming through, we did actually see us come down to the bottom side of this cycle. We found that resistance, found that curl over in the trend. We had the bullish crossover coming through there, and we've actually given us a lot of time to actually come through. And this zone here, as you can see, is basically what's been happening here, right? This is exactly what's happening here. We've got a lot of space to actually have a pump like this. I mean, at this point in time, it is looking like we are going to have a reversal from the top side of this well, that's all gone to pot from the top side of this MACD trend that we've got coming through here. As you can see, it's pretty dominant in terms of reversal. Granted, yes, we are at the end of the trend, so we could see a massive spike and a new trend cycle actually be set here. But it's definitely something to take into consideration, guys. If we do see a reversal coming through here, it's likely that that we are going to have an imminent bearish crossover coming through there. Now, if I wanted to touch on these divergences quickly, because this is going to be a good gauge to see what is going to be happening here for Bitcoin. Now, as you can see here, we do have a bullish divergence coming through here on the top side of let me see where we're at. Let me see where I know we've got two coming through here. Yeah, so sorry, this would be a bearish divergence if we do get to this point and we do see a reversal coming in. Yeah, I'm predicting them. The whole power cut thing is really throwing me off a bit. So yeah, a bit annoying. But yeah, as you can see here, we do have we are predicting a bearish divergence coming up here if we do see a reversal from this zone, right? So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see if that plays out, because obviously that is going to be meaning imminent rejections coming through from this 31,100 sort of zone there. Going to be very, very interesting stuff coming through there. So yeah, definitely a point to watch for a rejection point coming through is that 31,100 sort of zone. It looks the stars are aligning for us to get actually swiftly rejected from that point. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we did. Right now, in terms of the bullish divergence we got coming through, potentially coming through, we're trying to predict them out here for the MACD coming through here. Lethal Mind says, Grand Rising. Interesting. Shout out to you, Lethal Mind, for joining back on the stream there. Very nice. And guys, 10 likes on the stream. Very nice. It's 15 of you watching, 10 likes out here, so I do appreciate that. Donna says she'd like to see Hex too. I mean, to be honest, I've got a request list coming through from the last stream, but I can predict a lot of people actually probably dropped off, which is very annoying. So I'm probably going to touch on all of them. But yeah, I have added Hex to the list. TCS, don't miss out, everyone. Largest airdrop on Pulse. Oh god, have you got a symbol for Pulse there, bro? Because I'd like to look at the chart for that, if there is a chart for that. Can you tell what is important? MA, SMA. Can you tell what are the important MA, SMA? I'd say the 200 EMA is very, very important. In terms of a level of basically like support and resistance, right? And also the 55, right? In terms of example, the 55, as you can see, let me get rid of some. I'm going to slow down a bit. Chest is hurting. Yeah, so the 55 moving average, as you can see, it's this green one here. You can see the importance of it. We literally grind along it, or we either trend below it or above it, right? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's basically very, very important, as you can see, in terms of gauging the price as well. So now if I bring up the 200 EMA, and I'll show you how important that is as well. They're very, very important in terms of a lot of the time frames, right? Obviously, the bigger the time frame, the better they are. So yeah, if I bring up the yeah, the 200 EMA coming through here. It's that big purple one. As you can see, same sort of scenario. Levels of support being formed continuously, and then vice versa. If we can find some sort of resistance coming through, yeah, resistance as well. So yeah, very, very good for supports and resistances. And we know about these crossovers coming through here, guys. We know about this golden cross like so when the 50, well, you say the 50, I do the 55, same sort of scenario, right? It's still going to cross over on both moving averages, right? Hex and pulse are related. Oh, right, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that, Donna. Yeah, interesting to see there. But yeah, as you can see, nice golden cross coming through here. Insane pumpage to the upside, right? And obviously this is the 4 hourly, and then obviously we've got a death cross coming through here, and when they cross over to the other side, massive dump to the downside, right? So yeah, this moving averages are very, very important. Golden cross here, pump to the upside. They're not always valid. They're not always valid. This signal isn't always valid, but sometimes it does tend to work as quite a good tool to basically reference. So yeah, as you can see here, another death cross, bang, to the downside. But yeah, golden cross here. Not really that much of a pump, but a pump nonetheless, and then a death cross, bang, to the absolute floor. So yeah, it does correlate pretty well. So yeah, these moving averages are definitely, I'd say, the most two important in my opinion, in terms of finding a good level of support and resistance, and also predicting the juicy moves coming through there. So yeah, let me jump back all the moving averages that I do use. I use the 10 simple, I use the 21. Also, if you're taking gauges on what's good coming through there as well. So yeah, it's quite colorful on the charts, which we like, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the 4 hourly, the midterm here for Bitcoin summed up here. Oh no, I didn't actually touch on this zone here. We do have a downward sloping resistance line, which we've been referencing for quite a while. The OGs on the channel, we know we've been looking at this for quite a while, right? So if we do see any sort of progressionary pump to the upside here for Bitcoin, it's going to be signifying. We're going to get a signal that we're going to have this bearish divergence coming through here on the RSI, which is obviously going to bring the price down from that 31,100 sort of zone, which we are referencing on the smaller term timeframes. And also, we do have this downward sloping resistance line coming through on the RSI as well. So that's another point to watch out for that Viva la Resistance coming through there. So yeah, interesting stuff happening for Bitcoin coming through here on the 4 hourly time frame. Now let's jump to the daily. Coming through here and see if we can get some sort of gauge on what's going to happen there, because I've got these blue boxes, and this, fingers crossed, we don't have another power cut, because that's what killed my stream last time. So yeah, and that was earlier, so apologies for anyone that got involved with that and actually saw me get cut off. Very annoying stuff indeed. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen again when we were on this blue box zone. So let me get rid of these blue box zone for now. In general, and just do a little bit of a summary. So as you can see here, falling price channel, we've been in it for quite a while. We've got another channel inside of that zone. We've got a trap zone on the lower side of this channel coming through here, and we actually have seen quite a few traps coming through continuously, right? Yes, we did break to the downside, and yes, we have seen progression to the downside, seeing a low of this 29,276. Now, unfortunately, guys, we didn't set a lower low. If we were focusing on, let me draw an actual trend line for that. We were focusing on finding a low point coming through there, and we could have we needed to invalidate to 28,834. Now, if we were to get to that zone, it would have been looking a lot more bearish indeed. I'm not saying it's not looking bearish, because look at this goddamn downtrend. What is very hot by my feet for some reason. A goddamn downtrend coming through here. So yeah, as you can see here, we are still looking bearish. It's still looking pretty rough. Don't be fooled by a massive green dildo candle, right? Well, obviously it's blue on my chart. Let me go, and it's green. So yeah, don't be fooled by a massive green dildo candle, right? Because it's basically, the whales are doing that to flip everyone bullish again, and then they're probably just going to dump it yet again, as they have been doing continuously, right? They flip everyone bullish, bang, absolutely dump it down, flip everyone bullish, dump it down, flip everyone bullish, dump it down. Yet we're still trending down. We're still setting these lower highs coming through here. We're not invalidating any lower highs at this point. So yeah, it's not looking too hot indeed. I mean, I would expect us, this is my prediction for the day, right? I would expect us to actually come up to this 31,100 sort of zone, and then reject from there, and then see some sort of consolidation sideways period in this zone. Maybe some sort of symmetrical triangle playing out, maybe a falling wedge pattern correlating with the top side of this downward sloping resistance line coming down like so, right? Maybe that's going to play out. We'll just have to see what happens today. But yeah, that's definitely something to take into consideration. Now, if we do actually smash through this zone, and we do see another pump coming through here, another massive point of manipulation, then yes, we are going to be reclaiming. We're going to be reclaiming this channel on the longer term time frames, right? And that's an indication that we could be coming up to the top side of the zone. We're not going to be invalidating the main lower high points here, but yes, we are going to be invalidating the the lower highs from these pumps currently sat at 32,851. First target I would be looking for is that 31,829. If we can find support on those zones, then yes, we could be looking at little cheeky longs up to those zones. But it's very, 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 very scary to be doing it. Doing these positions coming through. As you can imagine, look, this is just absolute filth manipulation, right? So yeah, we need to take that into consideration, guys, and just trade safe out there. Trade safe, right? So yeah, if we do clear that 31,100 zone and find a level of support, then it's going to be very good indeed for progression to the upside. And they're not just going to send it right all the way up to 33k, guys. Just so you know that they're not going to send it all the way up to 33k in a massive parabolicness. They're going to be staggering it all the way up, just trying to trap people out. Probably if people are going to be longing up to this sort of zone, to the top side of this zone, then yes, they are going to be basically trying to hit everyone's stop losses all the way up, right? That's going to be the ideal scenario for the whale. And guys, you know what we say here, think like a whale, you ain't never gonna fail. Think like a whale, you ain't never gonna fail. So yeah, that would be an interesting point to basically take into consideration. But the lower side of this channel that we do need to think about is that 31,100, and then the next target is that 31,570, because we could see imminent resistance coming down from that zone. Probably not nowhere near that big, but yeah, imminent resistance coming down from that zone. Oh, gotta love H2O, right? Yes. So that's pretty much the daily sort of summed up there. I mean, the absolute low point we would be looking for if we did see any sort of mad reversal coming through it, and we were looking to invalidate this this high low that we did set yesterday, we would be looking at breaking this 29,258 zone. We got the volume weighted ATR band at around 28,100. If we do get down to these zones, guys, we are going to be looking at setting a new lower low, right? If we set a new lower low, then it's goddamn bearish indeed, right? He said bullish, goddamn bearish indeed, that we do need to take into consideration, guys, for the future. If we do see us come down, it's likely we bounce from this zone. As you can see here, there's a lot of buying power with these wicks. You can see, even if we're wicking down to these zones, the same day, we're getting bought up like a mother trucker there. We're getting bought up straight away. So it's definitely a point that we do need to think about in terms of a buying scenario coming through here, because it's not just going to go down, right? They're not just going to dump it off a cliff. As we saw yesterday, they dumped it off a cliff, but then they just let us consolidate. We're not going to jump off. We're not going to jump off the Grand Canyon. You know what we say on this channel, guys? We're not going to jump off the Grand Canyon and then hit the floor and then jump off again. No, you got to reclimb the Grand Canyon to then jump off again, right? So that's basically what we've seen here. And yeah, so yeah, it's interesting to see what's actually going to happen. But yeah, absolute bottom point right now for Bitcoin would, for me, be this 27,000 sort of 500, 600 mark, correlating with this trend line that we got coming through here. But yes, if we are looking for this measure move that we are looking for here, right? If we're looking for this measure move that we've got coming down here, that's obviously going to be correlative to what we are going to be seeing here. We didn't actually hit the lower side of this channel yet, so we could be obviously speculatively speaking, guys. If we do hit it, probably something along the lines of this in the future, probably a few days from now, if we do actually see that reversal coming through, we could see, if we do see a break to the downside, the lowest target point is going to be that 22,391 there. It's going to be very interesting to see if that does happen, guys. So yeah, be imminently awaiting a crash if we do lose this sort of zone. Obviously, as I said, I do think we are going to have a bit of a buy up first, and I don't think we are going to absolutely just fall off a cliff, because that's not profitable for the whales. They are going to just stagger it all the way down. But if we can get in a nice, beautiful entry for a short position and have a really high sort of stop loss, where we know we're not going to get stopped out and we know this trend is going to have that continuation to the downside, then yes, it's going to be very, very profitable for us indeed. And as I said, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just my opinions on what I think might happen in the market. In the markets, we are going to be covering more cryptos coming through here. The next lot of cryptos, I've chosen 3 altcoins of the day. If you are new to this stream here, I do 3 altcoins of the day every single day, Monday to Friday. My 3 altcoins of the day today are BNB, XRP, and Solana, baby. So I'm going to be touching on all of them in a minute once I'm done here with Bitcoin. But yeah, in terms of this measurement to the downside, obviously, speculatively speaking, we need to get a little percent coming through for that. And that was sat around a nice 21.79%. And that's why we swing trade, guys. We swing trade out here. We're not scalping. We're not out here looking at the 5-minute, going, oh my God, got to get in this, got to get in that, rushing around, trying to get in as many trades as possible. No, we're going for those big swings, the profitable, the juice, the Tropicana, the Capri Sun money, because you know why we're here, guys. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. We're here to make money. We're here to be driving those McLarens. So yeah, this is an interesting standpoint to watch for Bitcoin today, for the future, right? And so yeah, as you can see here, we do have the RSI coming, the RSI coming through down here on Bitcoin on the daily. Look, we do have a pretty dominant resistance point in terms of this cycle, in terms of this downward sloping resistance line, sat around this 44.77. So if we are going to see an upswing here, in terms of the live price for Bitcoin, it's likely that we do see potentially some resistance off this 21 moving average at 32,564, or resistance point at this 33,000 at the top side of this parallel channel, well, the top side of both of these parallel channels that we've got coming through here. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. A very good point to watch would be this zone coming through here, guys, because as you can see, it's pretty reliable, right? It's pretty reliable in terms of finding these zones, in terms of those rejection points coming through here. And if we'd have just literally like shorted every single time that we saw these rejection zones, let me get a couple of percents for you. So if we go percent down to that, it's 27%. Literally sat in there. Let me get a bit bigger. 27% sat in there. We're going to go from this zone to that zone, coming down there. Reversal to reversal, bang, right, you're looking around at 20. See, these swings are just absolutely huge, guys. So yeah, I would definitely be referencing this this RSI for some sort of swing to the downside if it does correlate with a lot of other chart patterns as well. Right, now let me bring up the blue box zone. The blue box zone coming through. The blue box zone is a linear regressional growth curve from the start of Bitcoin to the end of Bitcoin, right? As you can see, we did lose this zone here. That's obviously the March crash, the COVID crash, the big black swanny event coming through there. But no, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but we haven't actually lost that zone. We haven't actually really lost that zone. I'm not actually on the wrong chart to bring it all the way up, but I will do that another day. We haven't actually lost that zone, so I would say the absolute low for Bitcoin would be around this 19,528, obviously before COVID there, before the COVID crash there. So it's going to be interesting to see if we do lose that zone. I really don't think we are going to. And if we are going to be, this is kind of the bear market strategy, right? Because you've obviously got these blue box zones. We do respect them continuously. Just gonna have some more water. Speaking a bit fast here. BTC pure manipulation, low volume. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do agree with you. Shout out to Shivansh there. No, Shivansh? Yeah, Shivansh. Nice to see you back on the stream there, bro. I'm pretty sure you missed the power cut we had earlier. Everything just shut off. It was drastic. It was pretty awful. And we're on 16 likes. You guys are absolutely killing it. So yeah, shout out to you, bro. Nice to see you back on the stream. So yeah, this linear regressional growth curve from the start of Bitcoin to currently the end of Bitcoin. We do have another top side of this indicator, which I'm not going to add right now because it does slow it down massively. Because as you can see, there's a lot of information on the chart right now. So as you can see, we are sat in this blue box zone. And for example's sake, I am going to just go back in time for a bit, because as you can see, these blue box zones are pretty heavily respected in terms of levels of support. Let me get rid of the WOD. And yeah, in terms of levels of support, you can see if we do get any sort of candle close above that sort of zone, we do look at some long positions coming through there. And then we're going to be taking profit at all of these yellow lines as we are progressing up. And then if we do see that reversal, we're going to be moving our stop loss, which will be the below point from this blue box zone coming through here. Then we are going to see we are going to basically be moving our stop loss to our entry point, and then we're already going to be taking profit all the way up. And then if we do see that reversal, stop loss hit, it's going to be profit at the end of the day, guys. We're going to have made that profit. It's as simple as that, guys. Simple as that. So yeah, vice versa, another long position coming through here, all the way up, coming through, and then vice versa, long position coming all the way up, taking profit out of all of these lines, long position coming all the way up. Very nice indeed. There is another section to this indicator, but I'm not going to add it now as it's going to be too messy. As you can see, blue box zone, long all the way up. Now, vice versa, we are going to be looking at the same sort of scenario for those short positions, right? Going back to this this bear market scenario coming through here from that 13k run, 14k run, near enough 14k run. So yeah, as you can see here, if we do lose these zones, we could be shorting this down. We could be shorting this down, bang, short position, take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit in terms of percent for a position something along the lines of this. We're obviously going to be taking profit out of all of these yellow lines, still a 14% gain there. And let's do another one coming through here. Bang, short, 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 all the way down. Still even riding this wave down, still not getting stopped out, riding this way down. We'd have actually rode this all the way down to this zone here. That's going to be around a 15% gain as well. So this is how I'm going to be trading this bear market coming through here. And then vice versa to the next zone here. We got a candle body close at this zone here, riding all the way down to actually the next blue box zone coming through, and that's still a 7% gain there. Now, same scenario coming through here. We lost this zone, didn't get candle body close quite there, but still trade. We still would be trading from this zone to this zone as well. So that's still another take profit zone hit. Very nice stuff indeed. So yeah, this is how I'm going to be trading this zone down. So yeah, this is let me bring back to the live price of Bitcoin right now. Just because obviously this indicator is very juicy, very good stuff indeed. Linear regressional growth curve. If you guys do want to do some research on that yourself, and I do think there is a free indicator out there that you can add to your chart that does reference this. Obviously, it's not as pretty, but yeah, it does reference this as well. So yeah, going back to my point, we are currently sat in this blue box zone. We're currently sat in this blue box zone. If we do get a nice daily candle body close above it, I would expect us to come up. Potentially, I'm not going to be blindly logging this just because we are in this sort of bear market scenario coming through here. If we do get a candle body close below this blue box and also below this major trend line there, then yeah, it's going to be a pretty good scenario to be longing it down and then taking shorting it down and then taking profits at these yellow lines continuously as we go, right? So yeah, that's going to be a pretty good scenario to watch out for. That's it. Basically, if we're going to lose this 28,834, I would be looking for a nice juicy short position if we can get a nice daily close there. Now, also, if we do get a nice a daily close above this 31,100 coming through on the rounded blue box zone there, we could for me, as I was just saying, I'm not going to be blindly longing this up, but you could be longing this up if you were looking to take that risk coming through there and then taking profit at these yellows coming through here. First things first would be at this 32,234, and then the next one would be this 33,399 there. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting scenario to watch, and that's why I did want to kind of touch on this blue box zone quite quickly. Well, quite quickly, I was quite long on it, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where we get this daily close, whether it's going to be in the blue box or whether it's going to be out of the blue box. We'll just see, because then we can get a real gauge on what's happening. Referencing the bull market barrier right now, as you can see, blue, we're in a bull market, red, we're in a bear market. So at this point in time, we have lost the bull market barrier. We've actually lost the 55, I do believe, on the daily. Yeah, we've lost the 55 on the daily. No, I think that was the weekly, actually. Yeah, the weekly, we were looking at this on the weekly. This is kind of confirmation that we are going to have that down, the downwards momentum actually come into fruition here. Because as you can see here, we were finding a lovely level of support on this 55 moving average continuously, and now we've unfortunately lost it. So it is still looking more bearish than it was around these sort of zones, right? So it is looking more bearish. So I would be expecting lower prices coming through imminently. And I do think what we are seeing now in terms of this uptrend, in terms of this dirty manipulation, it is literally a bull trap coming through. So be prepared for imminent rejections. Imminent rejections coming through. So yeah, if we were looking at lower prices there, we do have a horizontal currently sat at around this 18,700 sort of zone. I know we've got a CME gap at 24,000, so maybe we could be getting down there sometime soon, maybe in the next week or so. Obviously, we've got a lot of fundamentals coming through. We've got the Grayscale unlocking. That's going to be going on until tomorrow, I do believe. And obviously, we do have that Bitcoin meeting this evening, 5 p.m., I do believe. What someone said earlier in the chat, 5 p.m. I do believe, for the UK watchers out here. So yeah, be sure to be tuning into that, guys, if you are a Bitcoin lover and all that stuff. I think you can sign up on the website or something like that. Look at Matic pump. Oh no, is Matic actually doing something now? Let me where is it? Wow, Matic is pumping. It's pumped actually 18%. Very, very interesting. And this is fascinating, actually, because the last time that this did actually do something like so, it was this previous crypto crash. You see what I'm saying? We saw an insane pump to the upside. So, is Matic going to absolutely dominate it yet again? We will see. We will see. Very interesting to see that. I think someone in my Telegram group actually bought a lot of Matic at this low point there. And we were all there like, bro, I wouldn't buy it. Look at this downtrend. It looks like it's going to go further down. He's obviously making bank right now, so well done to you, bro. For me, I wouldn't have jumped in that. It's a bit too risky for my liking. But yeah, very good stuff indeed. Because at the end of the day, money is money, right? So yeah, that's me summarizing Bitcoin. Let me jump to did we do the weekly? Yeah, we did the weekly coming through here. A point to watch, as I said, would be the daily RSI. That's very crucial. But yeah, we did lose the 55 on the weekly. Let's have a little look on the monthly right now. Just have a little review coming through here. 18% is really bad. Yeah, it's a bit too parabolic, bro. Hex pumped 70% in 50 minutes. These pumps, bro, if you're looking at 18% and 70%, there's still ridiculous pumps, right? If you're making like 3%, that's still insane, right? Nikki got it at 66 cents. Nice job, Nikki. Good job there. Hopefully you can ride this wave all the way up. But be prepared to take a nice, massive, it's 20% now for Matic, a massive lump of profit there. And I do think we are going to get a lot of FOMO in the market for Matic, as we did see the last time of that the last recovery, that 230% from that from the first crypto crash, right? We did see imminent price action to the upside, and then obviously dumps to the downside, right? So we do need to take that into account, Nikki. So please be aware, it's going to be a volatile time, right? Especially for Matic, right? So yeah, as you can see here, we did actually see 6. Let me get green candles for you guys, because I know you guys have got the greens. So yeah, 6 green candles in a row for the monthly on Bitcoin. Pretty rough. And everyone was a bit surprised when we got over the four candles. We were there like, right, okay, we should probably have some sort of reversal now. But no, we just absolutely kept going. And this is why we're having this reversal coming through now. This is still a healthy chart. Can I stress that more? It's still a healthy chart. If we start getting red candle, that's not a healthy chart. That's bad, right? That's very bad. But at this point in time, 4, to 6. That's fine for a reversal, right? We can still go up from here. Don't just be very, very scared. As you can see, 5 in a row there. Then we had 3, and then we obviously had a green. So I would be expecting maybe even the end of this month, right? We've still got 10 days left. Maybe the end of this month we get probably maybe a flaccid sort of green, maybe like a doji star candle coming through there. Not really a lot going on. So yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what's good. We'll see what's good. But I don't expect 5-6 red candles in a row. I'd be very, very, very surprised for that to happen. And as I was saying there, guys, previously, the whales are not just going to absolutely dump it off a cliff continuously, right? I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. They're not just going to dump it off a cliff continuously. They are going to be doing something along the lines of this, right? And then having progression to the downside, right? So that's obviously going to have an effect on the monthly chart coming through there. So yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up there, guys. Hopefully I've given you a good little TA on that. So yeah, trade safe out there if you are trading Bitcoin. Now I'm going to jump to the Bitcoin dominance, because this is very interesting as well, because as we saw yesterday, the Bitcoin dominance was actually going up quite significantly, right? And that's obviously people pulling their money out of the altcoins into Bitcoin. Just gonna have a drink of water. Yeah, NX, you don't need to time him out if he's just having conversations. If he's spamming the same thing continuously. But yeah, sorry for that DCS there. 19 likes, you guys are absolutely killing it. Can I get a 20 like? Can I get a 20 like target on the table? That'd be absolutely amazing. Obviously, I did have a power cut at the start of the stream, so I do apologize for that there. VeChain Jets, baby. Let me write VeChain on the list and see if we can get a little TA for you there, Mr. NX Sir. So yeah, as you can see here, for Bitcoin dominance, we are looking at this isn't a trend line. Let me just stress that. That's obviously a measure move, right? We are looking at bouncing off this 21 moving average here. If we can bounce to the upside, obviously we need to take into account the alts are going to have a fall down period from that, and it is being a bit of a green day after yesterday. Yesterday's dirty dump to the downside, right? So if you are profiting off this upswing, right? Good, well done, good stuff. For me personally, I mean, I've got my hodl, but I'm not going to be really trading this zone. It's a bit too scatty. It's a bit too scary, right? Good morning, matey, says Kane. Nice to see you on the stream there, Kane. Haven't seen you for a while. My bad, sorry, DCS. Not a problem at all, NX. Not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all. But yeah, anyway, BTC dominance, right? It's crucial that we don't lose this zone. If we do lose this zone, we're going to come down to the 55. Obviously, the alts are going to be profiting right now. They are going to be profiting, so we do need to watch for that. Definitely a point of reference would be this zone coming through here, guys. Now, fear and greed index. This is absolutely crazy. The reason why this is crazy, guys, is look, we're at 10. 10. Not 20. 20's bad. 30's, 30's pretty bad. 10. 10. That is so bad, right? It's so bad. And the reasoning for this is, look at it. It's just awful. Bitcoin is just so volatile, so dirty. Everyone's just so scared. So the money that is not going to be being traded is going to be a lot larger than if it was around 20, 30, 40. We want around a 45. That would be quite nice to sit some nice trades on there. But yeah, at this point in time, fear and greed index is looking pretty awful indeed. Now I'm going to jump to my, just to touch on that briefly, I'm going to jump to my altcoins of the day. My altcoins of the day today, we've got BNB. I want to touch on BNB. The reasoning for this is, as you can see here, we were looking for a nice short position coming through horizontal to horizontal, as we can see here, if we were going to lose this trap zone. We did actually see that reversal come through. We saw that reversal come through here for BNB, and we've seen this price action actually reverse. We've seen this price action actually reverse, and we are coming up to test this pretty crucial lower side of this channel. Now, guys, this is the interesting bit, right? This is the interesting bit, because we are actually coming up for a retest. Think about it. This is a parallel channel, right? This is a parallel channel, right? Trend line at the top side, channel at the bottom side. We've got a retest. It could be a potential short position, guys. It could be a potential short position coming down if we do see that reversal coming through. Now, the reversal coming through would have to be referenced through Bitcoin bouncing down from this 32,100 sort of zone, or even losing this downward sloping currently support line coming through at this 30,700 sort of mark there. So yeah, I would be watching that for imminent rejection of the altcoins there. So yeah, we could be profiting off that from a support line to trend line to trend line coming through there for the old Binance coin. So yeah, I did want to touch on that pretty briefly, and that's what kind of got my altcoin of the day. I am going to be looking for some sort of measure move, and that's going to be looking if we are going to be doing it, it's going to be something along the lines of this, and that's obviously going to bring us all the way down to that 250 sort of zone. I mean, we are on the 4-hourly, guys, so it's not going to be a trade that's going to be it's not going to be a trade that's going to be happening overnight. I do think if we are going to be getting into any sort of position here, it is risky nonetheless. It is a very risky position, but it's going to be a pretty wild ride, right? It's going to be a pretty wild ride to get to the completion of this merge move. To be honest, I do think it is going to happen in the long term. Just with the state of crypto at the moment, I do think we are going to see us come down to these lower level zones, setting these lower lows. But yeah, at this point in time, I would be looking for imminent rejection for BNB at this 282 there. So yeah, very interesting stuff there to basically take into consideration there for BNB, and that's why I kind of claim my altcoin of the day, right? So yeah, as you can see here, we do have a trend cycle coming through for the old Binance coin here. If we are going to see any sort of uptrend coming through here, like we have just seen a bullish crossover on the MACD here, if we are going to be seeing any sort of more converging on the MACD and this uptrend coming through, we are going to be looking at a resistance point at this zone here, and that could basically correlate pretty well with a rejection coming through at around this sort of zone there. So yeah, definitely a point to watch there, guys, for Binance coin, and that's why it has claimed my altcoin of the day. Now, if we are going to be referencing the RSI coming through, we're back to that central zone. And look, instantly, there's a trend line coming through on the RSI. As you can see here, we're near enough finding that Viva la Resistance at this sort of zone here. So yeah, it would be a very good place to reference as well for a potential short position to be looking out for there, guys. Oh god, you have to excuse me. It's just so hot in this office, right? It's just literally like 40 degrees. Don't know how I'm actually talking so fast and keeping this up, right? I'm going to jump to my next altcoin of the day, and that is XRP, the famous XRP. I think my brother, Bitcoin Beach, shout out to him. He actually calls it Satan coin. He calls it Satan coin, I think. But yeah, so as you can see here, it looks like a parallel channel, but it's more of a falling wedge pattern, I must say. This was the measure move to the top side. This was the measure move to the downside, right? And now we are coming up for that retest as well. So as I was saying, this is quite the same sort of scenario coming through on a lot of the charts coming through, just because Bitcoin is looking at that rejection point, and as you can see here, we are looking at that curl over. If we do see that rejection point coming through from that 31,100 zone that I was talking about there, we're going to be seeing a massive correction in the alts as well. So if we can be profiting from that, we're going to be doing that, guys. It's as simple as that. We're here to make money. So yeah, the retest for that XRP position would be sat around this $56.27 there, and then we could be we would be taking profit at all of these horizontals all the way down, and that's going to be at 54 cents, and then also at 52. I would be taking a massive lump of my profit at this 52-cent zone. The reasoning for that is this is the low point that we did see yesterday. If we don't break that and we do see a reversal coming through there, and we've already taken two massive lumps of profit all the way down, right? So that's why we're going to be taking profit and staggering it all the way down. But if we are looking for the completion of the measure move, we're going to be looking for that 11% gain there. But actually, no, we're probably going to be looking for really around a 6%, which is still very juicy indeed. Your title has no BTC or Bitcoin in it. That's why low vibes. What's my title then? Bull market or bear market? Live Bitcoin update. Oh, okay, BTC or Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, it's got Bitcoin in it, bro. I don't know what my SEO score is right now. But yeah, we'll definitely have a look after the stream, because I do like to try and improve my SEO score to try and obviously get the views up so I can educate more people. But still, bro, 27 views is still pretty good for my channel, right? Obviously, I'm a new channel. I did actually I did want to put a subscriber target on the table. Subscriber target on the table. I want to hit 880 subscribers. I know it seems low, but I'm still a new YouTuber out here. I'm still literally like 2 months in to my journey on YouTube. So yeah, that's going to be my subscriber target. I know it's still low, guys. I'm not out here like I want 10K. Nothing like that, right? 880 it's a very reasonable, achievable target, right? Just relaying information. Don't have to be receptive of it. Okay, bro, cool. Yeah, obviously, if I can improve massively, any criticism is good criticism in my opinion, right? There's always a positive to take from something, right? I'm up to date. Up to the hour on crypto, man. Okay, man, cool stuff. But yeah, anyway. XRP, right? This could be a potential position to look out for. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. Just what I think might happen in the markets, right? Now, this is a very good example, actually, of a nice cycle. This is a very good example of a nice cycle coming to an end. We've come to an end on this cycle. I've been trying to find a cycle that's been coming to an end, and then a breakout, right? This is a breakout in the MACD trend coming through there. So yes, this is a very, very good example of that, and that's obviously correlating very well with the breakout of this falling wedge pattern coming through here. So yeah, well done to anyone that actually got involved with that in previous history, because you would have seen a breakout on the MACD and you would have seen a breakout here coming through on the falling wedge pattern. Now, as you can see here on the lower side, sorry, on the top side of this another cycle of another uptrend cycle coming through here for the older XRP on the midterm. We are actually at the end of this cycle as well, so we could be looking at a breakup to the upside. I mean, as I was saying a minute ago, I would expect some sort of curl over coming through around this 56.32 zone. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting stuff to basically see that. Just to take a look at the weekly W Gusana channel. Sorry, bro, I can't read very well. Yeah, I'll do some research into that, bro. That sounds quite interesting. Obviously, as a trader, you're continuously learning new things. You're never going to know it all. It's as simple as that. Well, sometimes it's going to take you like 10 years. I know traders that have been trading like 10 years and they still don't know. I still say some things and they're like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, it's a continuously learning game, continuously studying here with trading, and basically taking all the information into one. So yeah, I will be having a look at that. PJ, cool stuff. Thank you ever so much for very much. Thank you ever so much for very much. Thank you ever so much for putting that. Baby steps as fast as you'll get there as fast. No need to rush it, lol. And you've had COVID in there too. Yeah, true stuff. Undervalued alert. Oh, that's nice, bro. That's nice stuff. 22 likes as well, guys. You guys are killing it. God, it's getting so hot. I'm gonna move on to wrap this stream up. It's ridiculously hot in here. I'm gonna overheat. But yeah, Solana. I did want to touch on Solana today. The reasoning for this is because, as you can see, we do have a bit of a channel coming through here. Which is quite interesting to see, right? It's quite interesting to see because we've come back into the channel, right? And we are looking at coming to touch the top side of this channel. It shows 18K possibility. Interesting stuff there, PJ. I would definitely look at that because it's nice to try and get the predictions in for Bitcoin. All these indicators are lagging indicators. Okay, man. Okay, man. Well, they're making me money, so they can't be lagging too much, right? So yeah, as you can see here. As you can see on the top side of this channel, if we do come up and test that around that $26.55, we're likely to find a bit of level of resistance coming through there. Now, this is obviously going to correlate with the resistance of Bitcoin coming through here, because obviously Bitcoin is leading the game, right? It is leading the game, and I can't stress this enough. If you're going to be trading your altcoins today, please be referencing Bitcoin, because obviously you can see how it's basically related the market, right? You can see Bitcoin dumps, other stuff pumps. No, sorry, Bitcoin dumps, all the altcoins dump with it, and then Bitcoin pumps, it all dumps with it. It's basically all the money just coming back into the confidence coming back into crypto, right? Solana baby, as Matty says there. Yes, that's what I do call it there. So yeah, we could be looking at imminent rejection coming through from this top zone here. I mean, personally, I'm not going to be shorting this zone, but if we do clear this, if we do actually have some insane sort of pump for Solana, and we do see a retest coming through of the 55 EMA, and also invalidating this let me get a horizontal in there, invalidating this let me get candle body close, invalidating this lower high point coming through at this $27.45, then yes, it's going to be very good position for a long there. That's going to be very good indeed. If we can get some sort of measure move coming through, obviously speculatively speaking here, guys, we could be looking at some sort of progressionary move to the upside, bringing us up to around that $29 there. Now, if we are going to be looking at percent for that trade, we could be looking at around a 12.71% for that trade there. That's going to be very, very good indeed, and that's why we swing, and that's why we don't scalp, right? Because we get these big percentages, and it's a lot more juicy for us to come through indeed. Now, if you were looking at riding that trend down for Solana, for Bitcoin, you could be shorting off this zone. I mean, I wouldn't be shorting until we clear this price action channel around this $26 there, and then also I would be taking profit, staggering at these major moving averages. We've got the 21 moving average and also the 10 simple as well, right? So we'll be taking profit at all of these zones as we're riding down there. If you are looking for a potential short, it would be off this zone. You'll be taking profit around 3%, and then probably around a 6% there, and then maybe even a 10% if you are going to ride this all the way down to the lower side of this channel in the future, right? Interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff there for Solana baby, and that's why I claim my altcoin of the day, right? So yeah, as you can see, also we are in this sort of cycle coming through. We got a lot of spillage on this cycle, so it's something that we do need to take into consideration for this current candle, for this current converging pattern, converging trend. We've had the bullish crossover coming through, so that's why we are seeing this uptrend basically come through. So I would be looking at some sort of reversal coming through. It's looking like it is going to correlate with the top side of this zone, yeah. So it is, the stars are aligning here for Solana for a potential short position, and also we are central as well on the RSI, which is looking good as well indeed. And How low are we here? So yeah, also we do have a bullish divergence coming through here on this from these two zones. I know it's near enough horizontal, but we could basically call it one. So we do have a bullish divergence. That's why we are actually seeing some sort of pumpage to the upside here. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we did actually come up to this 55, maybe even tested this 27.45 zone and then saw the imminent rejection from there. So yeah, interesting stuff happening for Solana, baby. Now I do want to touch on my altcoins of the day from yesterday. Thanks for tuning in, Nikki. I will see you in the Telegram as well for some juicy TA throughout the day. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, Nikki. Does mean a lot. Very good stuff indeed. 23 likes as well, guys. You guys are killing it. Yeah, very good stuff indeed. So yeah, let me jump to DOT. That was my altcoin of the day from yesterday. This is interesting, right? Very interesting stuff indeed, because if we were saying if we were to lose this zone, we could be looking at a nice potential short position all the way down to this downward sloping trend line, which could be forming if we can find a nice level of support on it there. Now we do have this channel to the downside here on the 4 hourly, quite big. We don't really have a lot happening to the top side of this channel as of yet, but if we are going to be looking at a rejection point for the future, is going to be around this $18. But as I said, we are a mile away from that, easily a mile away. You can see this huge downtrend coming through at this point in time. Is obviously just referencing yesterday. We could have been looking at another short position coming down off this rejection point. So if Bitcoin is going to start dumping off a cliff, then yeah, we could be profiting off this short position as well for DOT there. Very juicy stuff indeed. But we do have this downward sloping resistance line to think about around this $11.76 there. If we can get over that, then it is going to be looking like pretty progressive moves to the upside, I would say, because we are breaking this pretty strong trend there. I would be looking at breaking the previous lower high here, invalidating that at $12.85. You can get over that, then you could be looking at longing to the next one there. If we are seeing this uptrend basically play out quite strong, yeah, we could be looking at something along the lines of that, and then taking profit at this sort of zone there if we are going to be looking at some sort of long there. I would be watching this 200 EMA as well coming down quite swiftly to watch out for that Viva la Resistance there. So yeah, as you can see, also we are seeing we have seen this bullish crossover. I mean, it's pretty much the same with a lot of these altcoins, guys. It's pretty much the same. Do you see any big buy on BTC? For me personally, bro, I'm not going to be buying any BTC at this point in time. The reasoning for this is, if you jump to the longer term time frames, right, we're still really trending down. We're still in this unconfirmed sort of bear market scenario. It's looking bad. We're still setting lower lows at the end of the day. Granted, we might set a few higher lows here and there, but in terms of the longer term trends, we're still invalidating them. We're still setting these lower lows here. So that's still an indication that we are seeing that downtrend come through. And why would I be buying Bitcoin now if I can get it at some seriously lower prices, right? That's the idea, right? And if we are seeing the confidence actually come off this zone here at around this 65k, and we're dumping like that, needless to say, we could still dump significantly more. It's still completely possible, because if you imagine the market cap, I did touch on this yesterday's stream actually. The market cap, I can actually probably bring this up now. Let me, if you bear with me, guys. It's on total, yeah. So the market cap right now for Bitcoin, for crypto in general, is 1.24 trillion, right? And if you remember, Bitcoin actually got to that $1 trillion market cap, right? And this is literally excluding all the other altcoins, right? And that was sat literally at this $2.48 trillion, and that's still really low for crypto. I'm not saying it's really high. I'm saying that's still really low for an actual currency sort of market. So yeah, I would be expecting this to be insanely higher for the future. But the fact is that we are coming down to this near enough that $1 trillion mark. It's looking rough. And it just shows the confidence and the money that has actually been pulled out of Bitcoin, out of crypto, since we saw that previous high, right? And literally near enough $1.25 trillion or something. So yeah, you can see the confidence is going. So yeah, we need to take that into account for crypto and take it into account for buying Bitcoin in terms of these hideous downtrends, right? So yeah, interesting stuff there to be taken into consideration there. Let me touch on my altcoin of the day from yesterday as well. That was Litecoin as well. This was we do have this channel coming down to the downside here, that we did need to basically take into consideration. There was a nice potential short position coming down. Well done to anyone who got involved with this, coming off this retest of this channel coming through here. You would have actually been profiting off this not crypto crash, the Bitcoin dump coming through there. So yeah, that would have been sat at around this $122 all the way down to probably this horizontal, around $106 there. So around a 12% gain there for you. Very nice indeed. Now we are currently trending below all the major moving averages here for Litecoin. We've currently actually found a level of support on this 10 moving average, and we're coming up to flirt with the idea of breaking through this 21 moving average. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we did break through it, but we do need to take into consideration that we do have this this huge downward sloping resistance line coming through here on the RSI coming through, and if we do see the VWAP resistance play out from that zone, it's likely that we are going to bounce to the downside of this price action channel from there, around that $116 there. So yeah, it could be a potential short position coming through from there. Obviously, I would be waiting to clear these crucial points, the 21 moving average, and also the horizontal coming through here around this $114 there. So yeah, interesting stuff happening there for Litecoin, and that's why I did want to touch on that. I touched on that yesterday, right? But yeah, in terms of the longer term here, we do have this pretty huge channel. So the absolute low for Litecoin I would be looking for at this point in time would be $100. The reasoning for that is because we got this volume weighted ATR band. You can see the crucial level of support that we have been seeing from this zone. So yeah, I would be looking at a bounce point from there if we are going to be getting to that sort of zone. Now, if we do lose that, sometimes we do actually trend below this indicator there. So we do need to take that into consideration, guys. As you can see here, from that previous insane panic sell-off, we did start trending below it, right? But as you can see, we always find it. We always re-find it. It's like we've lost our wallets and we go re-find them. We always re-find the wallet. I don't know the analogy there, right? And so yeah, if we do actually come down to that zone and lose this volume weighted ATR band in the future, it's likely that we do bounce and find a level of support off this trend line and this downward sloping trend line coming through here in terms of a support, and that's around that 91 sort of sense, that potential buy opportunity to think about there for Litecoin. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. It's just my opinions on what I think might happen in the markets for the future. Now, the next one I want to touch on is Uniswap. That was my altcoin from the day from yesterday, and the reasoning for this is, as you can see, this is a humongous chart pattern, absolutely humongous. We've got an absolute, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying, I mean, it is a descending triangle, right? But I'm just trying to work out whether we could say it's I mean, it is a symmetrical triangle, but I'm just working out whether we could be saying it's a descending triangle, having this obviously this line has to be horizontal for that to be present there, guys. So yeah, we could, we probably could actually, we could say this is more of a descending triangle coming through here. Obviously, guys, that is a bearish chart pattern, so we need to basically take into consideration there if we are going to see any sort of momentous move to the downside. Basically losing this zone here, we could be looking at a huge correction here for Uniswap, and that's going to be around this $7.96 there. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see if we do lose that zone, and there is a potential short position to think about as well if we do see any sort of insane crypto crash coming through there. I will do ICP for you there, Lethal Mind. Just did see a little glance coming through there. Get a lot of commercial about Elon Coin. Interesting. Maybe he will talk about that. Did Bitcoin actually get rejected at 30,973? Let me have a little look for you there. Do we think we've already got rejection at 39,000? For me personally, I don't think. Well, it's interesting to see because obviously we've got this downward slope and support line. If we lose this zone, then it's likely that we are going to come to this zone, right? We've got the 55 to bounce from as well. But as I said, I don't think we're going to be dumping off a cliff imminently. It's going to be a consolidation sort of zone. So maybe a bit of this, maybe forming some sort of a falling wedge pattern, and then maybe a breakdown like so before the continuation to the downside, right? But I'm still bearish, guys. I'm still bearish. I'll stress that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I'm very transparent about where I'm at with crypto and my emotions and stuff. So yeah, I'm very, very transparent in that sense, and you guys in the Telegram, you do say you do appreciate my honesty here, and yeah, I'm bearish. Obviously, it doesn't help my channel being bearish because I don't get a lot of views, right? But yeah, I am bearish on Bitcoin right now, even though we have seen insane pumps come to the upside. And look, I don't know how you can be bullish, right? I don't know how you can be bullish when you're looking at it like. Look at this downtrend. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how you can be bullish. It's still bearish at the end of the day until we start invalidating these really, really crucial lower highs coming through here. They actually sat at like 36,000. If we start getting above 36,000, then yes, we could be looking at a bit more bullish momentum to the upside, right? But then we've still got insane things at around 40, 41k to think about there as well. So yeah, I'm still bearish, right? Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. Transparent as well. So yeah, in terms of Uniswap, if we do see any sort of crypto crash coming down, we could be looking at a very, very, very juicy, I must say, indeed, a nice position to the downside, right? If we are looking at percent for this measure move looking like this, right? Let me show you guys. Measure move looking like this to the downside. It's going to be looking something along the lines of this. Obviously, speculatively speaking, on where we are going to break, and obviously we do have. I did actually move this trap zone earlier. So yeah, let me move that back. Move that back. Don't know how that's gone. Yeah, that was actually situated like that, right? That's how I had it earlier. Yeah, candle bodies here, and also the wicks coming down like so, right? So yeah, as you can see, we wouldn't be entering any sort of position coming through in terms of a short position unless we lost this zone. And the reasoning for that is it's a trap zone. It's called a trap zone for a reason. You can see the buying momentum from there, just from the wicks, right? Just from the wicks. So we know the momentum is there to the upside in this zone. So we're basically going to leave it until we lose this zone, right? And this zone is getting thinner continuously, right? So if we do lose that zone later on, then yes, we could be shorting down from that zone there. If we are looking for a percent for this move to the downside, right, obviously after the trap zone there, we could be looking at a nice 46% gain. If we can short that all the way down, juicy profits. Tropicana, Capri Sun, orange juice, pineapple, very good stuff indeed. That's what we like. That's pretty much all my altcoins of the day summed up there, guys. So yeah, let me jump to some of the requests coming through here. I've got AXS coming through straight away. Is it AXS? Yeah, AXS, I'm sure it was. Should have some water and chill out a bit, because obviously I've finished the really insanely stressful part of the show when I'm just continuously going like a commentator, right? And 33 likes, guys. You're absolutely killing it here. So yeah, AXS right now. Obviously, we did see this insane uptrend, right? We did see this insane uptrend, and we did actually we topped out around this zone. All-time high, I do believe, around this $27 and 56 cents, which is interesting. And you know what we say about all-time highs, guys? You know what we say about all-time highs, guys? We see rejection, right? We're not going to climb Everest without having a little rest at base camp 1. We're resting at base camp 1. Now we're going to try and get to base camp 2. It's as simple as that. That is what we're going to be trying to do. So yeah, as you can see from this previous low point that we did see here on this horizontal, we have actually pumped literally 22% here for AXS, which is looking very healthy indeed. I still haven't done, I'm honest, I still haven't done any fundamental research on AXS, which I really should do, because it has obviously got a lot of confidence coming through here. Obviously this uptrend is it's obviously something to do with the fundamentals coming through here, and it's not just like an insane parabolic uptrend. This is not just FOMO. You can see the retracements, you can see the confidence actually rebuilding back in the market. So yeah, it's definitely something to basically do some research on, which I should really do some research on myself, right? In terms of targets for a shorter term target right now, you've got this 55 moving average, right? You're currently testing it. You're currently testing this 55 moving average. Shout out to SkyDMX in the chat there. What's poppin'? I'm here. Whoop, whoop. Come on, my guy. Absolutely brilliant to see you on the live stream there, bro. Bro, you should have seen it this morning. I was streaming, right? I was streaming for maybe like 30 minutes or something. And then my whole house, the whole street actually had a massive power cut. So we got absolutely cut off, which sucked. But yeah, good to see you back on the stream there, bro. Does mean a lot. You're tuning in every time, right? So yeah, amazing stuff. So yeah, as you can see here on AXS, we are looking at actually holding the support coming through. If we can, that's going to be very good indeed for another move to the upside. But let me jump to a bit of a bigger term time frame. Look, you can see this candle, right? You can see this candle. This is pretty filthy indeed. We're currently testing the volume weighted TR band. It's literally grim. The reason why it's grim, it's because it's parabolic, right? It's because it's parabolic. We don't like parabolic candles, right? We don't like them. The reasoning for this is it comes with corrections, right? It does comes with corrections. So we can't be just climbing Everest and not having any sort of correction or a rest at base camp 1 in terms of a consolidatory period, right? So yeah, if we are looking for a target to the top side, I wouldn't be going crazy right now. You've pumped 22% already. So yeah, rest, and then you can go again. You can go again, because if you were to just keep going, you'd hit this volume weighted ATR and just crash, right? Because that's what happens, right? If you do see a parabolicness coming through, and the example from that would be that Matic chart that we did see coming through there. You remember Matic from the previous crypto crash? It dumped all the way down, and it was one of the only altcoins that we actually saw a massive retracement from, around 230%. And then obviously it just trended down for like God knows how long. So yeah, take that into account, guys. We are invalidating lower highs coming through here for AXS, which is good. It's good stuff indeed. It looks progressive. I would be looking, in terms of progressive to the upside, I would be looking at challenging this horizontal at $18.61. As you can see, you did currently come up and wick it, and you found that Viva La resistance. So I wouldn't be surprised if you did see some sort of consolidatory period along this zone. You need it. You do need it. And that's pretty much AXS summed up. Let me jump to the MACD, see if we got anything coming through. We got an uptrend. Not surprising. You are still converging. You're not actually diverging at this point in time, which basically means you could be coming up further, which is quite interesting actually, because that could mean you are going to come up and challenge this $18.61 zone there. Now, in terms of the RSI, what we are seeing in terms of the RSI, bug crawling up my leg, we are essential on the RSI. So that basically means that the sky's the limit. No, I'm joking. We don't really know where we're going to go coming through here. We do have a downward sloping resistance line we need to think about coming through, and that's going to be sat around this $57.30, and that is pretty much correlative to testing this zone coming through here in terms of this lower high coming through there. So yeah, it's interesting to see what we could be seeing happening there for AXS. Now let me jump to the next coin that I got on the list. It's Leo. I'm not really sure about this Leo. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these. We've seen dumping to the downside recently. Not that good. Not that good. We've seen a healthy uptrend. I'm not really sure on the fundamentals of this coin itself. But yeah, we've seen dumping to the downside. We are actually losing pretty major moving averages coming through here. So I would be, if you were to lose this horizontal at around this $2.89, I would expect you to come down even lower to this $2.80. And then you've got the 200 EMA coming through in terms of a level of support. You've been trending up for quite a while, right? You've been trending up for quite a while. So I would expect some sort of retracement coming through. Yes, not looking too bad. I mean, it's not looking too hot. I would say that either. But yeah, I would be referencing. Obviously, I don't know the fundamentals of this coin, guys. I would be referencing. Bitcoin and stuff for this. It's been pretty flaccid. A lot of doji candles coming through here. Not a lot going on for quite a while. These are 4-hourly candles here that I've got coming through. So yeah, if we jump to the daily and see if we can get a bit of a better gauge coming through here, that's insane dump for the daily, and that's pretty much explained considering obviously Bitcoin happening. No, actually that's pretty bad actually considering Bitcoin is pumped and this is dumped. So yeah. Not hot. If you do lose this 10 simple coming through at this $2.96 there, you could be coming down to this 21 moving average there, and that is a horizontal as well plotted in from this zone. That's probably why you're consolidating along this zone as well, guys. So yeah, not really that much to say about Leo. I think this all-time high. Is that the all-time high? Yeah, that's the all-time high that I've got on this chart. I'm sat at around this $3.89 there. It's quite a clean example of when we hit all-time highs. We're going to have that sort of retracement coming through. And look at this parabolic dirty, this parabolic filth, the grim filth coming through here, the grim reaper coming in, and then you jump off a cliff, right? So yeah, that's basically what's happened here. So yeah, interesting stuff there. So yeah, let me jump to sand next. Can you check SLP? Yeah, bro. I can check SLP. I don't know where my pen's gone, but let me grab another one from my pot. And then yeah, let me check SLP for you there, bro. Got a couple on the list. Coming through. Yeah, we'll get to them. Let me read out the list quickly. We've got I'm going to do Sand now. Then I'm going to do EVAI. Then we're doing Link. Then then GRT, and then Hex, and then VET, and then SLP. So yeah, couple on the list there to look forward to, guys. And if you are enjoying the stream, definitely steamy in here because it's so hot. Yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, smash that like button. It helps me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algos, just to show my content to more people. Obviously, I trade. I don't need my money from affiliate links. That's why I'm not shilling you affiliate links for the whole stream, right? So yeah, yeah, I just like to educate people. That's what I like to do, right? So yeah, it does helps them out and it helps me out, right? In terms of growing the channel, I did have an 880 subscriber target down on the table. So obviously it's very low. But yeah, that'd be cool if we could get that, guys. Obviously need to grow out here. So yeah, in terms of what is happening right now for what I would say for sand, it's looking, I would say, pretty rough indeed in terms of this downtrend, right? But then you've seen this uptrend basically come through. In terms of what's happened, you've got a falling wedge pattern, and you've basically broke to the top side of that falling wedge pattern. Now, in terms of measure moves, that's the wrong. In terms of measure moves, right, you have actually completed a pretty strong measure move. So well done to anyone who got involved with that right there. If you got involved with that, you would have been looking at around a juicy 25% gain there as well. I'm on the daily. That's why it looks so crazy. I'm on the daily. So yeah, as you can see, I thought it was on the 4-hourly. So yeah, let me jump back down to the 4-hourly and we'll see what's good. See what's good coming through here, because we can definitely see some sort of symmetrical triangle or a falling wedge. Now, more falling wedge pattern coming through there, just looking at it in terms of a gauge like that, right? So yes, we can get some sort of price prediction coming through here. In terms of trend lines, I would be inclined to be drawing something along the lines of this. So yeah, it would be a falling wedge pattern. I know it looks symmetrical triangle, but we don't actually. If you're not technically balanced, like it's got to be more like that, right? For it to be balanced to be a symmetrical triangle. So yeah, this would be a falling wedge pattern. So yeah, we can see actually a breakout to the top side here. So if you are looking for a measure move, I mean, it's going to be still pretty weak on the 4-hourly, and the reasoning for this is because we're at the lower side of this falling wedge pattern. And that's obviously the non-greedy measure move. I think you've more or less completed that, right? The non-greedy measure move would be from here to say here, and you completed that, right? And that's still a gain of 6% there, and 6%. I mean, if you were looking for an imminent, greedy, insanely greedy measure move coming up to the top side here, you would go on this trend here. For me, I don't go on these trends. They're a bit too risky. Can't really rely on them. But that would be taking you all the way up to this this zone in terms of these horizontal levels, coming through around that 64 cents. Then the next one is around that 66. Then the next one is around that 68. So yeah, pretty crucial point to watch there. If you do see get to that point there, if you do get to that point, you're gonna see that rejection, right? You're gonna see that rejection coming through, and the reasoning for this is it's because it's a greedy measure move, right? We don't usually see these play out, especially for crypto, right? We don't usually see these play out. So if we do see it play out, you're gonna see rejection coming through here. So yeah, definitely take that into account, guys, for the future. In terms of moving averages right now, you actually got the 55 and the price action channel to get above. If you don't get above that, then you're not going to be in this uptrend, and you will have the continuation of the downtrend coming through there. And that could be potentially bringing you down to this 10 simple around this $40 there. And then after that, you've got this 200 EMA correlating pretty well with the horizontal around that 37 cents there as well there. So yeah, interesting stance to take into consideration there for sand for the future. So yeah, let me jump to EVAI. Nothing there. Can't be doing that. Link's next, right? Let me do Link. Got that on the watch. Thanks, Chester, says Donna. Not a problem, Donna. Ascending triangle, 15-minute BTC. Let me have a look, sir. Ascending triangle, 15-minute BTC. Correct. S. Ross, you are correct, sir. We have an ascending triangle coming through. Well done for spotting that. You know me, I don't usually trade the 15-minute, bro. So yeah, well done for spotting that, bro. If you are going to be scalping this, you could be looking at a breakout to the top side or the bottom side. As I was saying a second ago, greedy measure moves like so. You could be doing something along the lines of this, right? For me personally, I don't usually do greedy measure moves, but if you are going to get away with a greedy measure move, it's going to be on the 15-minute time frames. They're less valid on the bigger term time frames, right? So yeah, you could be doing some sort of measure move like so, bringing the price all the way up to 32,200, maybe even stopping us out that, well, not stopping us out, but getting us to that 31,100. And as I was saying previously, on this 1 hourly chart, I think I was saying it. Yeah, we do have a nice rejection point coming through here, as it was stressing across the MACD and also the RSI as well. So yeah, I do think we are going to get to this zone, and that's another basically start in the alignment that we are going to get to that 31,100 zone, and then see the imminent rejection from there. If we break to the top side, if we break to the bottom side, we are going to be breaking like so. It's not really worth doing even a measure move like this, right? If you are going to do a measure move like this, obviously we're going to break later on. It's going to be pretty weak. It's going to be pretty weak indeed. Not even worth doing a price prediction here, 0.34% there. Yeah, so pretty weak stuff indeed. Yeah, well done for spotting that, S. Ross. Definitely something to take into consideration, guys. So yeah, thank you for that, bro. In terms of that measure move, I'm going to leave that there to see if we do get a completion. Now, in terms of Link right now, jumping back to Link, let me get rid of this and do a fresh TA. And then we do a fresh TA for you guys out here. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday as well. I know it's insanely hot in England. I'm literally dying out here. Insanely hot. So yeah, S. Ross. Oh, what do you mean, bro? Oh, you can see this dirty downtrend coming through for Chainlink. It's very strong. If we can try and get some sort of channel coming through, I would be inclined to do something like that. Get as many touches as possible. Yeah, probably something along the lines of this. So yeah, if we are going to be looking at breaking this channel on the 4 hourly to the top side, we could be looking at some sort of position coming through like so. Let me just draw a measure move. Let me just it's so hot inside of these headphones, I can't tell you. Maybe I need to get some smaller ones, especially for this heat. They are pretty big. Yeah, weak. Thanks anyway, says S. Ross. Hey, Seven, nice to see you on the stream there, bro. Very chill. We've hit the chill part of the stream, right? We're just going through a couple of altcoins, just jamming. Want to see how it goes, chill, because obviously you guys know I'm never usually chill on my streams. I'm usually like going crazy, jumping around, like just like this is gonna do this, this is gonna do that. What if it does this? Oh my god, look at the MACD, look at the RSI. I usually just crazy, just like commentating like crazy. So it's nice to just chill out and just go through some altcoins. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. So yeah, as you can see here, for Chainlink, we are looking at potentially a move to the upside, around an 8% gain there if we can break this falling price channel here. Very nice indeed. If we do see imminent rejection from this 21 moving average, I would say we're coming down to the 10. In terms of percent for that move from moving average to moving average. I don't like trading moving average to moving average. But for you guys that are itching for a trade, you could be looking at this, right? Around a 3.7% gain there. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, obviously, to reference Bitcoin, because if we are going to be having Bitcoin coming through at this 31,100 sort of zone there, then it's likely we're going to see the rejection of a lot of the altcoins as well. So yeah, if we can get in a few positions on the altcoins, if it is going to be planning out with a few other things as well, it's going to be very good indeed, right? It's going to be very good indeed, because we profit more from those altcoins than we do from the Bitcoins, because the percent's usually more, right? Ah, very nice. 33 likes is amazing as well, guys. Absolutely amazing. If you are liking the stream, smash that thumbs up. That does help me out tremendously. 35 likes would be a blessing. Would be an absolute blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise, right? So yeah, this would be the price prediction for Link if we can get over this parallel channel. But for now, we are in this downtrend, right? We're in this downtrend. So you could be looking at the low point from yesterday if we do see this reversal coming through. And that's going to be around like $13.49 there, guys. Interesting stuff. Bitcoin beats. Hello, governor. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. All right, bother. Hello, mate. How are ya? Shout out to Bitcoin Beats in the stream there. Bitcoin Beats, we're at the chill part of the stream. We're all just jamming along, looking at some altcoins, you know, just chilling out, man. As you can see, Bitcoin has been doing dirty stuff, so we're just going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling. We're going to see how this chill goes, because as you know, how me, like, I've not really done this chill sort of stream stuff yet. I've just been like going crazy with it, just like, and this is doing this, and this is doing this, but that's the point in time, I'm just trying to jam out, you know, chilling out. It is very hot in here, so I need to like catch my breath a bit as well. So yeah, good stuff. So there's more chance we can get to 31,100, right? I do think we're going to get to 31,100 there, bro. And we've got measure moves from that coming up like so, and also on the 4-hourly, we've got goodness me. We've got a bearish divergence going to play out from that zone if we can get to there as well, and that's basically going to be forming on the RSI if we do get to this sort of zone, and also a Viva La resistance line coming through from the RSI coming through here, and as you can see, pretty much a lot of Viva La resistance. A lot. There's a lot of Viva La resistance coming through from this zone, so yeah, definitely a point to watch there. Forming divergences, forming resistance is looking pretty rough indeed. And also another point to take into consideration is these trend cycles that we've got coming through here on the MACD. We could be looking at an imminent rejection from this zone. Imminent rejection from this zone. Obviously, we do get a little bit of spillage, guys. If you make a cup of tea, sometimes you spill a drop, whether it's from the teaspoon when you're lifting out of the bowl into the sink, whether it's from the tea bag from there to the bin, right? You're going to spill a little bit of a drip. So yeah, that's probably what we're seeing here coming over this trend line like so in terms of this cycle. So yeah, I would expect some sort of reversal coming through here. I do think what we did see for Bitcoin is an insane bull trap coming through there, liquidating as many shorts as goddamn possible, right? But yeah, back to Link for now. You can see we had this bullish crossover coming through for Link, right? This bullish crossover coming through for Link, basically signifying this uptrend coming through. But yeah, we're currently converging. We're currently seeing this uptrend play out. It's going to be very interesting to watch the MACD coming through here, because if we do get to that diverging stage when these two lines basically come together, and then the trend fizzles out, as we did see here on this downtrend, on this sideways period that we did see for the 4-hourly here for Link here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but we are going to be using this as a nice reference point in terms of what's happening for the RSI coming through here. It's likely that we're actually back at the center point, which is quite surprising, right? It's quite surprising, just because I would have expected us to get closer there with this consolidatory period yesterday, but we didn't really get there. It took this pump to get us back to that central point. Granted, we are at the central point now, guys, so we're free. We're free. We're not trapped in the oversold, or overbought. We're actually free. We can do what we want. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Whether we are going to see that progression, whether we are going to see that break to the top side here, or whether we're going to see imminent rejections to the lower side of this falling channel that we've got coming through like so, right? But yeah, as I said, this horizontal is going to be key at this $13.51 there. Interesting stuff. Let me move on to the next altcoin that I've got on the list there. It's GRT. And guys, if you've got any more requests, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. Cup and handle on the 1-hour BTC. Let me have a little Gandalf for you there, bro. I see, yeah, cup and handle coming through there. Yeah, so that is going to be interesting to see if that does play out to the upside as well. But I would, for me, I'm set on this being a bull trap, right? I'm set on this being a bull trap. I'm set on the not the fundamentals. This downtrend is looking dirty as hell, and it's literally what we think, right? What I think is going to happen. I do think we are going to just trend down for quite a while. But if we are going to see cup and handles basically play out and momentum to the upside, then yeah, we do have a nice rejection point at this 33 zone, and vice versa coming through to the lower side of this channel, sorry, the top side of this channel, and also the top side of this channel as well. So yeah, I'm still hella bearish until we actually break this sort of zone and start invalidating some of these crucial lower highs. One sat at 34,200, the next one sat at 35,200, and look, we're miles away from that price action there. But yeah, back to the chill altcoins, right? You're listening to 35 Smooth FM. So yeah, as you can see here, we did actually see a bottom point for GRT, and that was sat around that 47 cents there. I'm just gonna have some water. It's meant to be chilling out. Matty says, how about EOS? Let me add EOS to the list, bro. Like XRP. EOS didn't even get a new all-time high even this time around. Hey man, we'll definitely look at EOS. Definitely see what everyone's going on about there. So yeah, as you can see here for GRT, this has been a pretty strong downtrend recently. If we jump to the 15-minute, we'll see what's going on here, because obviously this pump action that we did see is Bitcoin, right? It's Bitcoin pumping up all the other altcoins. We're seeing a consolidatory period from there, and there's not that much going on that I can see. I mean, if this is going to be forming a nice level of support coming through here, we could be drawing a trend line like so. Obviously, this is the 15-minute, guys. So this is for you scalpers out there. I would be looking for probably something a bit better actually than that. Yeah, probably something along the lines of that. Obviously, getting as many touches as possible in terms of candle body closes there, guys. So yeah, I would be looking at maybe a rising wedge pattern coming through here. If that is going to happen, your top side of that rising wedge is going to be that 52 cents there for GRT. If this uptrend is to continue, right? If it is to continue, you could be looking at some sort of move in terms of I wouldn't go as far as a long position, but a move to the upside, right? In terms of the price, obviously we're going to be going on a measure move like so. Obviously, depending on where the price action is going to go, let's go on speculatively speaking. Like this, right? Like this, we're going to be doing it like that, and obviously percents, we're going to be looking around a 2.7% gain there, something along the lines of that. Potentially, if we do break this to the top side there, it's going to be interesting to see if this basically plays out. Pump now, bear trap now, broken now. We'll see, bro. We'll see what's good. We'll see what's good. Yeah, but you are right. This could have been a bear trap, right? So yeah, we'll definitely see. We'll see what's good. We'll see what's good. I'm just going on like the longer term time frames, right? I do still think we are going to come down for quite a while. But yeah, so oh my God, what a pump! Oh my God, yeah. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. 2% in 2 seconds. Trap. No volume. Rough. This is live price action here from Crypto Chester on Bitcoin. Yeah, this is pretty rough, guys. We've seen the completion of the measure move, like S. Ross was saying. And girthy pumpage, says Bitcoin Beats in the chat there. I'm selling 20k ETH now, says Kevin. Interesting stuff here happening for Bitcoin. I did say, guys, if we do actually break this zone, we do have the 200 EMA as a resistance point to look at. This is ridiculous. Look at it. Look at it go, right? Look at it go. This is absolutely crazy stuff. But yeah, this is a great example of climbing Everest, right? Great example of climbing Everest. If we are going to be climbing Everest in terms of this parabolic dirtiness, then we've got this rest at base camp 1 before the progression for base camp 2, right? It's as simple as that, guys. So yeah, we've got base camp 1. We had a little rest, and now we're going for that base camp 2. If we can get to base camp 2, we're likely to have a consolidatory period along that zone as well. I mean, to be honest, I'm transparent about what I thought was going to happen. I did think we were seeing imminent rejections from this 31,296. So let's reference a few other things that we were looking at that zone there. We were seeing this diverging happening here on the MACD, which is now switched back to converging. So that's interesting to watch as well. So that basically is a sign that we are going to have that continuation to the upside there. And now we did have this bearish divergence that we did have plotted in if we do see a reversal from this zone. So it's going to be interesting to see if that plans out as well, coming through. And also this cycle, it looks like we are going to be smashing this cycle out of the park here and setting a new uptrend coming through here and basically invalidating this whole thing coming through here. And look, guys, it's not surprising. We're at the end of the cycle near enough. We've got no room. There's no room to grow. So he's growing past the room. It's as simple as that. So we do need to basically take that into account. So yeah, a lot of the points are coming in. A lot of the stars were aligning, and now they're not. But yeah, we do have a bearish divergence coming through on the RSI if we do see any sort of reversal coming through here, and also this Viva la resistance coming through here. So yeah, I wouldn't be ruling out getting rejected from this point here. So yeah, it's just going to be, we'll just have to see what's good. We'll see what's good, guys. Keep an eye on it, and keep an eye on this RSI points coming through here, because if we do see this bearish divergence coming through, yeah, SROS live sports action coming through here. We've got Bitcoin trading around this 31,359 cents, coming up to the 55 EMA. If we can cover that 55 EMA, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. So yeah, I would be referencing that RSI on the 4 hourly just to see what's good there. Very interesting. And also, we are coming up to claiming this falling price channel on the daily here. I love how I switched the stream to like a kind of a chill vibe. I was going through some altcoins, just relaxing a bit. Then out of nowhere, Bitcoin just started banging it, right? Bitcoin just started banging it. So yeah, I've obviously had to switch to a bit more live or action again, right? So yeah, as you can see, if we can get a daily close inside of this channel again, it's gonna be very progressive for Bitcoin. But as I said here, we do have these lower highs to basically invalidate. Next one is at that 31,779 for the daily chart. So think about there, guys. So yeah, interesting. I would be looking at a resistance target in terms of candle body close from the previous dumps there. That's 31,570. If we can get over that, it's going to be absolutely amazing, right? It's going to be absolutely amazing if we can get over that, because then we're going to see that progression to the upside, and then we can talk about the idea of getting to the top side of this parallel channel, the top side of this falling channel, right? And that's going to be sat around that 33,000 there. Obviously, the longer it takes, the lower this is going to go, right? The resistance will be lower. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We'll see what's good. We'll see what's good there. 34 likes as well, guys. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. But yeah, I'm going to flip back to the altcoins now. Because I've still got quite a few to get through there, probably 6 or 7 there. So yeah, let me jump back to that. So GRT, but yeah, with that saying that Bitcoin wants to hype you back up again, lol. yeah, it does. Interesting. Oh god, it's so hot in here, dying. But yeah, so GRT, as we were just saying there, I think we were literally speaking and it just banged it. So yeah, we are looking at progression remove to the upside right now, and this is looking a bit, at the moment, a bit of a graystone candle, right? A bit of a graystone candle. So if we can see this, if it closes where it is, it's going to be a graystone candle, and that basically is going to mean it's a bit up in the air which way we're going to go, right? Lord, look at Bitcoin, says that red GTR. Bro, have you got a GTR? That's nice. That's a very nice whip, bro. Very nice, yeah. Interesting stuff happening with Bitcoin, bro. It's actually just banged it to the absolute moon quickly, very quickly indeed. And we are looking, if we are going to be referencing a resistance point coming through, we would be referencing this zone coming through on the RSI, as I was just saying here, guys. If we do see a rebound coming through here, we are going to be seeing this bearish divergence coming through, and also this Viva resistance coming through from this zone. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to reference this zone for you there, that red GTR. So yeah, I'm going to leave that up for now, and get rid of the MACD. Because that cycle's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, and whether we are going to find that support. But yeah, GRT GRT coming through here. If we do see a target point to the upside, it is going to be that 52 and 19 there, because it is looking pretty good to the upside right now in terms of bouncing off this 21 moving average, and also bouncing off the lower side of this rising wedge pattern, right? Interesting. This is going to be a potential position to look out for in the future, but not right now. In the future, guys, if we break this rising wedge to the top side, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just my opinions on what I think might happen in the markets. Now, next request, Hex. It's quite a lot of controversy. Controversial? Hex is quite controversial because a lot of people say it's a scam. A lot of people say it's amazing, right? This is a right, because I'm on that. Right. Hold tight. Yeah, a lot of people say it's a scam. A lot of people say the owner isn't very loyal. This basically just says it, right? I think we discussed this yesterday, how a whale basically just sold off a massive chunk of their portfolio. RSI maxing out a fake out. Interesting. So yeah, they did obviously sell off a massive part of their portfolio, and you can see obviously there's been buy up. There's confidence in the market here for Hex, and that's why we've seen the price go all the way from $8 all the way back up to this $13. We are looking for a % gain for that. It's going to be pretty ridiculous, I must say. Literally like 63% back up to live price action now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's good. DCS scam is old news. Richard Hart himself is like Marmite. Yeah, I do agree with that, Donna. I do agree with that massively. He is like Marmite. You love him or you hate him. God, I'm sweating so much. It's disgusting. New look, every channel interview. Now look, every channel interviewing Richard Hart. Interesting. I might go watch a Richard Hart interview, actually. That sounds like something that could be entertaining for my work day. as well as trading, of course, guys. So yeah, as you can see here, in terms of a price target for Hex, if we are going to have the continuation to the upside, I should bring up the daily. God, that looks so bad on the daily. You can't deny that. It looks like manipulation at its finest on the daily, right? But if you are looking for that progression to the upside, I would be looking to get a candle close at above this 14 cents there. If you can get that, you're looking a little bit better. But at the end of the day, right, this candle is kind of just obliterated most chart patterns. You have got this resistance coming through here. Sorry, the support coming through this zone. As you can see, we did bounce off the 55 as well. So yes, it's just that candle. It's just kind of ruined everything for me, right? Might be worth jumping down to the hourly. See if we can get some sort of... We've got a lot of price gaps as well. It's looking a bit ascending triangle. Bit ascending triangle for me. So as you can see, yeah, if we are going to be looking at some sort of ascending triangle, obviously it's pretty untradeable right now. But you could be looking at price predictions of something like... you're down at the 15... no, we're down at the hourly. Can't even do greedy measure moves at the hourly, really. So we could be doing a measure move like so, and that's obviously going to bring us up to that $14 and 14 there. And that does pretty much line up with that 10 moving average that we had there, and also that is going to get us over the 55 as well there on the 4 hourly. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we can get over that zone for Hex. Now, if Hex is going to dump, right? If Hex is going to dump, we got a volume weighted TR band coming through at around this $12, and then another horizontal around this $11.62 there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens if we do lose this ascending triangle coming through there. So yeah, I would be watching this zone there, guys. But yeah, X is controversial, and yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what happens, right? Can't really shed too much light on it, but yeah, we'll see what happens out here. 37 likes, you guys are killing it out here. Can we get to 40? That'd be absolutely amazing if we can get to 40, because it does show my stream to more people, and I do like I like helping people out who aren't as educated in terms of trading. They're quite new to it, and I like helping them out and helping them not make money, but because I'm not a financial advisor, but I like helping them basically get better at TA and stuff like that. Good stuff. So yeah, as you can see here, for VeChain, we did invalidate this this higher low point coming through here, but a lot of the other charts we did set a lower low in terms of that previous crypto crash. Here we didn't. It is a higher low. Now we have invalidated that higher low, so it is an indication that we are going to have that continuation to the downside, right? I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. Oh, not that. Let me put that on blind view for now, and then let's get some sort of chart patterns drawn in from what's happening now, because obviously this is a pretty strong downtrend, right? We've got a pretty strong downtrend coming through. Yeah, you can see the support level basically being, the resistance level being formed here. So if we can get over that, it's going to look progressive up to this previous lower high, and that horizontal around that 6 cents and 70 there. Basically, we'll just see what happens if we can clear that zone. But as you can see at this point in time, we are going a bit parabolic here. The low point would be this horizontal in terms of candle body close on the 4 hourly, and that's around that 5 cents and 74 there. So yeah, we'll see what's good. Whether we can break that. If we break that to the downside, then it's going to be looking a little bit dirtier indeed, right? A little bit dirtier indeed. We could be doing some sort of trend line now. Now we have seen that reversal in the trend, and we could be doing some sort of trend line looking like that, and basically just see how it plans out, right? Ideally, this could be coming from this high point like that, right? Just trying to get as many touches as physically possible, right? Yeah, we could be doing something like that. So yeah, we could be looking. There's obviously going to be a few trend lines coming into fruition here, guys. We could be looking at one like that, one literally like this as well. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of resistance coming through from this zone. So I wouldn't expect VeChain Vet Baby to jump through hoops as of yet. But in the future, definitely. As of yet, we have been trending down for a significant amount of time since that first crypto crash coming through. From that first crypto crash coming through, we've not really seen any really major recovery. Granted, we did get over this grey box zone, which was great in validating these lower highs, but then from there, the confidence in VeChain just went downhill. I think that's when China started banning Bitcoin and stuff, and it obviously all just went downhill from there, right? So VeChain has not recovered very well at all, and it is looking like it is going to come down a bit lower, I must say, when we get rejected from these zones, right? B word will push maybe, but Elon is unpredictable. I really hate the fact that the whole crypto market is literally based on what Elon says in this meeting. Drives you up the wall, right? Drives you up the wall. He's ruined it enough, like with Doge and everything. Just imagine the market cap that could have got put into Bitcoin that was now in Doge and all these stupid meme coins. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. Yeah, so I'm not very happy about this. But it's going to be interesting to see what he does mention in the meeting, and what it's going to do to the markets, because that's the more that he manipulates the market, right? That a lot more people are going to be losing confidence in crypto, because if you've got a coin like Dogecoin, right, if you've got a coin like Dogecoin with like 20 billion market cap that has literally no use whatsoever, then why the hell are big guys, big investors, hedge funds and stuff going to be putting their money in crypto? They're not going to. They're going to lose confidence. If one guy can tweet and it moves the market like 5%, that's just, honestly, it's not right. It's not right. So yeah, it's very frustrating from a trader's point of view. He's actually trying to do cold hard TA and it's just getting manipulated to hell, right? But yeah, anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. So yeah, let me jump to what's next. SLP. I was just flicking through some charts there while ranting. Ow. SLP currently trading at 30 cents. Interesting. We actually see this pretty big uptrend coming through here. I don't know if this is an NFT coin or something, because they did all seem to sort of trend like that. And obviously we've seen the rejection coming through like so, right? We've got higher lows here, we've got higher lows here, and we did invalidate this this high low point coming through here in this downtrend. But at the end of the day, we have seen this turnaround. We have seen, in terms of a percent for the bounce off that 200 EMA to the point now, we're around at 39%, so you can't really complain at that. That's pretty crazy. So I would be looking at some sort of imminent rejection, or at least coming down to test this price action channel, or these major moving averages coming through here. If we can jump down to a smaller time frame, see if we can get some more horizontals. You can see that we do have a golden cross coming through actually on the 1 hour coming through. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if that actually has an effect. I wouldn't just be going crazy and saying, look, we are going to bang it to the moon once we have this golden crush. I wouldn't be saying that at all. I would be saying, look, take it into account in terms of a potential price prediction. Whether it's going to play out, whether it's not, we'll just see, right? We'll just see. We'll take it into account. And obviously, it is on the hourly. They're more reliable on the longer term time frames for those longer moves, right? SLP is the currency of AXS. Interesting. Obviously, they've been pumping the same, right? So yeah, interesting stuff there. So yeah, we'll definitely see how that plays out in the future. SLP. So yeah, as you can see here, we are currently riding this wave up. We have got some sort of channel coming through here. Let me get some sort of TA going here. Some sort of TA going here. I mean, yeah, it's a bit spillage, right? It's pretty rough. I would be saying it's a channel, but it's not really the most reliable channel in the world. We do have a bit of a trap zone to the top side here, so we could do something along the lines of this, right? And then basically be saying this is the trap zone at the top side. When we do break to the top side, if we do break there, we're not going to be entering any sort of position until we leave this zone, because it's a trap zone for a reason, right? As simple as that. But yeah, at this point in time, we are trading on the lower side of this channel, and this rising channel is currently sat on this horizontal. So if we can hold a nice level of support on this horizontal, and we can break through this candle body close of this previous height at this $30.40 there, it's going to look a lot more progressive to the upside, which is good. It's good stuff. Isn't something like Smooth Love Potion? Maybe. I'm not sure. Hex is the next Doge. Brilliant S. Ross. I love that, bro. Love that a lot. So yeah, as you can see, this is pretty much what's going to happen. If we do lose this channel to the downside here, then it's going to be looking something along the lines of this. In terms of a measure move down, it's going to be looking at something like this, right? Obviously, this is the hourly, guys, so it's not going to be huge. Still 6%, none the least. And on the daily, on the 4 hourly, it's looking very much like that, right? This trend is coming to an end. We are looking at that curl over, and the curl over is going to basically correlate very well with these moving averages. So I wouldn't be surprised if SLP came down to this. It's going to be around this 27 cent sort of zone, and then we saw another move up to the upside from there. Because guys, look, when you climb Everest, we talk about this, you need a rest at base camp 1, or you need to chill out for a bit, go down, get some more air because you've run out, because obviously the air is tight up here, and then progress to base camp 2, right? So yeah, I would be expecting that in terms of a price prediction to come down to those sort of lower levels, right? Now I'm going to do EOS, and then I'm going to be rounding off the stream there, guys, because I am bursting for the toilet. Streaming for like, what, an hour and 30 minutes, and I did like 30 minutes before that, so like 2 hours today. So yeah, yeah, looking pretty crazy. So yeah, as you can see here, EOS, we did have this parallel channel coming through. Not the nicest parallel channel in terms of my TA. It was pretty rough. But yeah, as you can see, the measure move to the downside was like so. It's not currently completed because we would need to get to this $3.04 there. But if you were to enter this position, you would have been looking at around a 17% gain. But you would have been taking profits, staggering it all the way down. Like so. So yeah, pretty good gains all the way down there. If you were to end that trade, you would have been sat around that 12% gain there. If you were going to be shorting that all the way to that downside. In terms of what's happening now, looks pretty much the same as a lot of the charts in terms of referencing Bitcoin right now. As you can see, we have seen a resistance point come from this zone. Yeah, we did actually get to 31,600 111 there. Interesting stuff there for Bitcoin, which is obviously going to have an effect on these altcoins as well there, guys. So yeah, if we are going to see any more progression to the upside from EOS, it's likely that we do have that rejection and that continuation of this downtrend that we've got coming through here, guys. And yeah, it's pretty much the price prediction for that. I would be looking at holding support on this 21 moving average here at that $3.44, maybe coming up to this volume, not volume, to this price action channel, coming through at this $3.53. If we get rejected from there, the next target to the downside is this horizontal at this $3.26 there. And that's it, guys. That's going to be it from me. But yeah, watch Bitcoin today. I will be in the Telegram today, guys. I'm jumping in and out, putting some TA in there as well. So if you are new, if you're a new trader or you're new to this channel, the Telegram is in the group below. There's like 120 members. It's a great community. We talk about trading all day long. Very good stuff. And there's no scammers in there, which is... this is what we like. We don't like scammers, right? So yeah, very good stuff indeed. Oi, Savaloy Gordon, I'm literally just about to shoot off, bro. You've caught me at the end of the stream, unfortunately, bro. But yeah, you did miss a massive power cut this morning. My whole street went down, and they obviously shut off the stream, which was crazy. But yeah, so I do appreciate all you guys tuning in. Trade safe out there. Very, 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 very volatile time here. So yeah, be very careful. So yeah, I will see you guys later. If you did enjoy the stream, smash that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, because I will see you bright and early tomorrow for another another stream from Crypto Chester. Peace out and goodbye for now from me, Crypto Chester. Cheers, guys.